muscles covered in baby oil with
God.
like slow motion shots of them going up to like, oh my god, this is all filmed. I forgot that.
I just went big muscles, baby oil. So.
Welcome back.
Hi, let's introduce ourselves.
My name's Sami. Welcome to the Valley.
My name is Ash Murdica.
And I'm Matthew. Again, for the third time.
So we're continuing talking about musical theatre. This episode, I guess, we'll talk about actual shows that we enjoy, shows we like, shows that we have not been in. We were just talking about the Spiderman Musical. You didn't know about the Spiderman Musical?
I didn't know that there was a Spider-Man musical. That's actually so random.
I think someone died playing Spider-Man, like, with the swings.
I don't think it got that intense, but there was a lot of issues that it had. I can't really speak more about it because that's as much as I know about it. Just the fact that it exists.
I used to watch like Watch Mojo, Top 10, whatever. Yeah. And the Spider-Man musical popped up a lot because I think I saw a top 10 shortest runs of musicals, and of course, number 1 was Carrie the Musical.
Yeah.
3 days.
Oh, 3 days. Was Back to the Future on that list?
I don't know, I think it just opened.
Back to the Future opened early. I'm going to get this wrong. Oh. I apologise. Please don't kill me in the comments.
Oh, we will.
Of course.
You better get it right, otherwise you're out. Sorry.
I get kicked out of the band I'm not even a part of.
Hey man, you're out of the band.
I want to say it was opened like... It was meant to open like 2020 and then pandemic happened, so it's only sort of really getting its footing now.
Mm.
So like 2021, 2022. What was the point of this? Just when did it open?
Yeah, I don't know.
How long did it run for?
Yeah, how long did it run for?
Well, it's still running. So it's still running on West End, and I think they're trying to get a Broadway run of it starting soon.
Oh, right.
That's so random.
Speaking of shows opening, we talk about Johnathan Larson all the time.
Oh!
The tragedy with Johnathan Larson is that he died, I think, the day before or a couple of days before Rent was meant to open. And I think one time we were talking about, like, how he wouldn't have seen the world, like, the impact that it had on the world, you know what I mean? I keep thinking about this time and time again, but he wouldn't have seen the impact it had on the world, but he still would have seen the impact it had on his cast, on everyone working on that show. So, like, even though, again, he didn't see it from an audience perspective, but he still got to see the impact it had on a close-knit community. So, yeah.
He was able to see the start of that, like, sort of seed of change, just slowly starting to bloom.
Yeah, which I think is good. And the other thing I will add as well, Rent nowadays, it's really interesting. Rent gets a lot of pushback nowadays, and I've read this online and that kind of thing, and I've spoken to queer people about this as well. Some people don't like Rent because it's it's got a lot of queer stories within it, but it's told through the lens of a, like, straight white cis male. And I'm like, that's a fair enough opinion and that kind of thing. However, in the 90s, that's the best we could have got. And I think instead of looking at it in the lens of 21st century, the year is 2022 and this is outdated, I think we need to look at it through the lens of like 1990. This is still a revolutionary story and it was kind of pushing boundaries back then, even though those boundaries are well long left in the dust now, you know what I mean? So I think it's still kind of, it's aged, obviously, but I think it still did a lot of important stuff back then as it does for now. I think one of the main arguments in that is that the queer couple in that, one of them dies, whereas the straight couple who both have AIDS, they get to live. So it's like, why does that get to happen? However, Johnathan Larson grew up in a time where a lot of gay people were dying from AIDS, so I think he's just kind of using more of his own life in that, rather than like, hey, I'm going to make this really tragic. And I think, it would have been sad if one of the straight couples died, but I think, it really kind of hits home when Angel passes away. So, like, I don't know, like, say what you want about it and stuff, but that's just kind of my 2 cents, I think, like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's a queer story, take it for what it is, you know what I mean? Even if it is, I think Johnathan Larson kind of tells it in a delicate way, so, yeah. What do you want to say about Johnathan Larson?
Okay. Big question. Johnathan Larson, Tick Tick Boom is actually one of my favorite musicals, and every time I watched it for like the first 4 times, I cried every single time.
I remember Ash was literally, it was like November last year, and Ash was like, "You have to watch this," and I was like, "Tee okay." And then you like just like forced me onto my couch, and you were like, "I'm putting it on."
Okay. Fuck.
You forced me to sit down on my couch, and you're like, "Watch this."
Yeah.
I knew as soon as the words came out of my mouth, I was like, Ash is gonna say something and be like, "Whoop, that's what she said." Okay.
Okay.
This is the kind of people we are.
Okay.
Anyway.
Yeah.
What was your reaction first time seeing it?
First time seeing it, I literally thought that I actually didn't like it as much. I thought some of the songwriting was actually like kind of cheap, which is actually really strange looking back.
Tell
like
us.
I really didn't like the therapy song. And I still don't, I still skip it when I'm watching the movie.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I also thought that the use of so many numbers in 3090 was weird. Like, can't you be 29? How you still feel like you're 22? I just thought using all the numbers was strange. But now it's a really heckin' good song.
Yeah, and I think using the numbers is like, well, clever in a way, because it's like 3090, I'm turning 30 in the year 1990. I am 29, I wish I was 22, like, I'm still feeling 22, you know what I mean? And like, yeah.
Yeah, but now it's actually one of my favorite musicals. And it does make me cry.
Yeah, have you seen it, Matt?
I am still yet to see it.
Oh my god!
No! You need to see it. You should watch it. It's like 2 hours long. It's great.
I've got some spare time now.
Yay!
I've got a bit of spare time, so I'll see what I can make happen.
Holiday moment.
Go home, sushi, tick tick boom.
Oh.
I've already sushi today, but
Sushi 2.0 and tick tick boom. It'll be fine. It'll be great. My camera battery is beeping, so we might finish this up. We'll be a short
Aww.
episode. Anything else you want to wrap up with?
it's been a pleasure sitting with you both through 3 episodes now. Hopefully I'll be able to be as a part of a interview panel podcast type thing again.
Yeah.
If we want to talk about musicals, if we want to talk about something else, if we end up wanting to, as we get closer to October, talking about our experiences in American Idiot.
That'd be great.
Yeah, we have to plug our shows.
Okay, quick show roundup. Are you going to show at the moment?
I'm not going to show at the moment, but rehearsals for American Idiot are about to go back. We are performing in October in Warragul. Come watch us.
Ash.
I am currently rehearsal pianist kind of for Priscilla, the musical with Latrobe Theatre Company, and I'm playing in the band, and it's going to be at the Gippsland Arts Centre that just opened up, and it's in August to the start of September.
It sounded like a little prep kid, like, I went to the zoo and I was and I saw the penguins and they were swimming and I felt things.
Have you ever had a dream where you could
I'm in Cozzy. It's playing in Warragul and Nearham South. Off the Leash Theatre with Teeth on Facebook and Instagram. Cozzy, come see it. It's a play by Louis Nowra. It's Australian. That's all.
He's the lead character!
I have 400 lines. Okay, and with that, we shall very much warmly send you off. Bye guys, we'll see you in the next video. Thank you for watching.
I'll potentially be behind the camera a bit more. I have no clue. See you then.
Oh, fuck my back.
That's how